Living Local Carolina with Katie Turner. Local trends, shopping, dining, and more. This is Living Local Carolina. This story is sponsored by Plexiderm.
Good morning, everybody. You know I love to talk about Plexiderm skincare, and I'm back with my friend Annette from Plexiderm. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning, Katie. Thank you so much. You know, what's funny about Plexiderm is you look in the mirror on different days and I see signs of aging. I have the dark circles, deep set forehead lines, and oh no, now my lipstick is running. Well, the good news is Plexiderm is going to help you look more youthful, more refreshed, and like you had the best sleep of your life. We have a lot of examples so that viewers can see the results that they can expect to get from Plexiderm.
And that's my favorite part, or seeing those examples, seeing the before and afters. You can watch it in real time. Wrinkles just smooth out. It's like magic.
It is like magic. So this is Laura, Penny, and Rose. And you can see we focused on essential areas of the face that make you look older, the mouth area, the eye area. And this is Penny's first time using Plexiderm. What I love about Plexiderm, especially when I used it as well, takes seconds to apply, minutes to work, up to 10 minutes, and lasts 10 hours as long as you don't get it wet. It's so easy to use, makes such a difference. And you can see right there, she looks more youthful. Literally, these are the results you can expect to see.
I feel like this is a super easy thing to add to your routine in the morning. Instead of a million creams to put on your face, you start with a clean, dry face, right?
Yes, that is such a great point. And right here you have Maria, Rita, and Samantha, 3 different women, 3 different ages. What you do is, what Plexiderm does is it creates an invisible layer that tightens and smooths the skin right before your eyes, and you do it in the convenience and privacy of your own home. And what you're seeing here is these 3 women, different ages, all using it on the eye area. That's the #1 reason why people use Plexiderm. Again, I said my dark circles, I thought it was makeup. Unfortunately, it was not. Those crow's feet, those under eye bags, there's nothing that covers those up. Well, good news is with Plexiderm, you don't have anything to cover up because it smooths out the skin, making you look more youthful. People are not gonna know what you're using, but you are gonna get compliments on your skin.
Oh, absolutely. And also it's great for men because you don't have makeup with it.
I am so glad you brought that up because right here we have Mona, Carol, and Don. Don uses it for his deep set forehead lines. I did an internet search how to get rid of those. It said pretty much by injection only. After seeing that, I think you need to give Plexiderm a try. And to your point, men are some of our best customers because they want to look good and feel good too. As a matter of fact, my dad was one of the first ones that tried it. And when he runs out, he calls me. He does not like to be out of Plexiderm because it works so well.
I think it's a great gift to give people too.
It is a great gift. And let me tell you, I have a huge family. 80% of my family uses this product. Why? Because it works. The other 20% are kids. They don't need it. But I will tell you, most people can benefit from using Plexiderm at the first signs of aging, new moms, college student, executives, morning people, because it gives you that refreshed, more youthful look. I call it my Rise Plexiderm and Shine.
Love it. And you said this a little bit earlier too, that you don't have to get an injection. I feel like a lot of people are just going straight to Botox these days. Everyone's tempted to do it. You want to feel really smooth and youthful, but this is painless and it will save you money in the long run too.
Absolutely. The fact that it's a simple serum you do in the convenience and privacy of your own home. I'm too wimpy. I will not use Botox. Plus, you save so much money. It's literally a fraction of the cost. We have a 6-day, 6-application trial pack, $14.95 free shipping, 30-day money-back guarantee. That is how confident we are in our product. So if you were on a budget or wanted to give it a try without going full in on a bottle, now is the time, and it's so easy. All you have to do is call 1-800-975-8083. Take a picture of the before and afters. Put it on social media, tag us, we want to see it.
I love it. Thank you so much. And guys, call that 800 number if you want to get that special deal, $14.95.
Just Rise, Plexiderm, and Shine.
This story is sponsored by Plexiderm. We'll be back right after this break with more Living Local Carolina.
The following portion of Living Local Carolina is sponsored by Coastal Garage Screen Doors. Guys, welcome back to Living Local Carolina. We've got a cool topic today. I'm with Lee from Coastal Garage Screen Doors. How are you doing today?
I'm doing all right. How about yourself?
I'm doing wonderful. Right behind us, we have exactly what you do.
Every day.
These lovely garage screen doors. What are some of the benefits? Sell it to me.
So if you were getting it, you're going to get the best price. Number one, I'm the only company that sells that center door. You get a lifetime warranty on everything but the screen, and that's lifetime. And I give you a 10-year personal warranty as my install.
Love it.
I don't just do the year.
All right, wonderful. And this is one of those things that, especially in South Carolina, you can enjoy it year round.
Yes.
We have wonderful weather here, right?
Yeah, so they come in brown, sandstone, and white in the frame. You can get white or black in the screens. Screens are PVC, kind of like pet proof. The white screen reflects the heat rays. You can see out, but as you can tell, you can't hardly see in.
Yeah.
And so it'll drop the temperature in the summertime about 15, 20 degrees because the heat doesn't go in.
Yeah, that's awesome. What has been the community response from your customers that get one of these?
So even though I do these little skits like this, 90% of my sales are them. And in 1 year, I became the biggest lifestyle screen distributor in the whole United States. So,
That's amazing.
well, that's what being a perfectionist does, and it's all about the customer, you guys, because y'all are my sellers.
Let's talk a little bit more about this perfectionism. Why is that so important to you?
It's always been, you know, my dad always told me, son, if you ain't got enough time to do a job right, what makes you think you got enough time to come back and fix it? And I've just always been like that since I was a kid. The way I build my screens is totally different from everybody else, and it's just the way it is. If it's not perfect, it don't leave my shop.
All right, well, I know somebody watching right now is going to want to get in contact with you. What's the best way for them to do that if they're interested?
You can call or text 843-429-0591. I do have a website you can go to, but the best way is to call or text.
This portion of Living Local Carolina was sponsored by Coastal Garage Screen Doors. Well, good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us today again on Living Local Carolina. Today, I am joined by truly the expert when it comes to washing, waxing, the long list of things you have to do to take care of your car and make it look beautiful. Everett, thanks for being with me today.
Thanks for having me.
Okay, you are from Looking Good Auto Detailing. You are the owner of this company.
I am.
Give me a little backstory on how you got to be the owner.
So when I came to Coastal, I'm a Coastal alum, by the way. When I came to Coastal in 2012, there wasn't a detailing facility. Like there were a bunch of car washes, but there wasn't a detailing facility. So I struggled to find a detailing facility. So fast forward to 2016, I moved to a house and I just started tinkering with detailing at the house. And then I got good at it. Well, I've always been good at it, but, from a business
caught the
standpoint.
bug though.
Yeah, you know
You're
what I'm saying?
like, this is something that I really, really like.
So the hobby then, it was a hobby, then it turned into a passion. And then I had a kid on the way. And then so I'm like, all right, I gotta do something. So my last semester at Coastal was when I actually started my business, and then it took off from there.
It really has taken off since then because now you're making social media content, you're able to share kind of a little behind the scenes on what you do because I think a lot of people drop their car off
And they go.
and they go.
They pick it up, they're happy.
It looks great, but you get to show like a piece of what you're actually doing.
Right, the process.
What's that like?
Hectic.
Yeah.
Trying to work and record, and it's been a long journey when it comes to making content.
Oh,
But
yeah.
I didn't start out making content because I was more so focused on these clients' cars. I didn't want to take up the time, and more time, more money, and it's like, it took 4 hours on my car, but 2 hours of it was shooting content.
Yeah.
So
You're weighing the options
right,
here,
you know. But it's also important to kind of show people like to know what's going on behind the scenes. So when I figured out it was important to show people that, I'm just like, I gotta do what I gotta do.
Yeah. So what does a typical day look like for you?
It depends. So I have a team at my shop in Conway, and then we also do mobile as well. So it really just depends on what's on the schedule.
All right. Well, if somebody is interested in learning a little bit more or taking their car to see if you can detail it, where can they find you?
LookingGoodAuto.com. Instagram, Looking Good Auto Detailing, and Facebook as well, Looking Good Auto Detailing.
We'll be back right after this break with more Living Local Carolina.
Well, good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us today on Living Local Carolina. I think one of my favorite parts about this show is that we're able to highlight different artists across South Carolina, and that's why today I am in studio with Aisha Charles. Thank you so much for making the drive up here.
It was such an honor. I've been able to enjoy Myrtle Beach for a little bit, so it definitely was fun and grateful to be on here today.
Well, we are happy to have you and to talk a little bit more about what you do. You're a muralist.
Yes, I am.
How does one just become a muralist?
Well, I will say that it was definitely my community bleeding into me because I never thought I would join in being in this career field. I actually didn't get into paint until my senior year of high school.
Wow.
But I am self-taught. Like I used to create paint using like ground up leaves I would find in my backyard, berries for the color red and purple. Like my parents always couldn't afford things for me, but they always said don't let that stop you. So I just found things around me to create with. And over time, it was just my peers and my teachers saying, oh my God, you're really talented. Let's put her in position to actually do this when she graduates. And my principal, Dr. Smith, actually was the one who got me into murals for my first time. He said, hey, you're not old enough to put it up, but let's let you design the mural for the gym. So the mural that's in the gym at Westwood High School, I was the one who designed it before I graduated. It was like a graduation gift.
So I went to Blythewood, which is the opposing high school to Westwood. It's a very small world, and you have grown so much since then. How many murals would you say that you have painted over the last couple of years?
I would say probably over 120.
Oh my gosh.
And that's in and out of state.
That is crazy. Also because it's such a big project. What you're doing, right? Walk me through your process.
Usually when I get a mural, either someone calls me or they'll send me an email. Half the time I think it's spam. So I literally go on Zoom calls and reach out to them and ask, like, what are you looking for? What's your mission? Because I don't just create artwork that's pretty. It has to have a meaning behind it. So once we come up with everything, if I have to travel, they'll cover all expenses. I'll fly down there and I'll get work done. And the reason why I'm able to do so many is because I'm a quick artist. And it doesn't compromise how much of how pretty something is. Like everything still looks good. So
that is a skill in itself to be able to do something quickly, because I know how long it takes for me to just paint a wall in my house one solid color.
Yes.
To do what you do. How would you describe your art in a couple of words? Your style, if you will.
I would say that art was self-therapy for me as a kid. It was a way for bringing light in my own dark rooms. And now that I can create for everyone else, I just wanted to also be positive. So my mission statement is painting positive vibes on the canvas of life. So really just spreading joy one paint stroke at a time.
I love it. And we have a little bit more time, so before we go, tell me about some of the projects that you're going to be doing in the future where people can see your stuff.
Well, at the moment, I'm working in Orangeburg. We are trying to raise the voices of that community, so I'll actually be doing a giant mural downtown Orangeburg, and it's getting all the residents involved. I'm gonna have the kids come help me paint. Like, it's a big project. And at the moment, I am working on one for their skating rink, and we're doing indoor and outdoor, so it's gonna glow in the dark. Everybody's gonna love it. I just am really excited about everyone to see that. Work for the NFL. I've done work for Netflix. This few months ago, I did work for Paramount Pictures. My artwork's now at Bob Marley's estate. And I'll be painting the Grand Championship for Aja Wilson and Dawn Staley. And they're going to actually present the art piece to them. So
that is so cool.
Yeah, I
can't even handle it. Well, you are just awesome.
Thank you.
Good for you too.
Thank you. I just want to represent my state the best I can, because if it wasn't for South Carolina, I wouldn't be here. So.
Well, that is so fun. Do you have a website?
I have an Instagram that people can reach
Perfect.
me for everything that they might need, and it's Ija_Monet, IJA_MONET.
Don't forget to like our page on Facebook and follow us on Instagram and Twitter. How to use the QR code. Just open the camera app on your smartphone, iPad, or tablet. Point your device at the QR code so the QR code appears on your screen. Your device will recognize the QR code and show you a notification. Click that notification and you'll come to our website. Living Local Carolina, weekday mornings at 9:30 on WBTW News 13.